So today we have the kids out here making rag dolls, like my little friend here in my pocket. And it's a craft that they would do back in the day as a way to make toys for their kids using scraps that they had left over. So you take rag strips, about 12 of them, tie them around a cotton ball. They would have used another piece of fabric back then, tied it up, and then it makes just a cute little doll that the kids can play with. So in Victorian times, this was a way that people would use up old clothes that they had turned into rags. It was kind of the last step for a piece of fabric, and it was often used in poorer families as a way to A, give their kids something to do, and B, give their kids a new toy. So it might be a little girl's old dress that she had grown out of, that the family had turned into kitchen rags, that now was too overused to be a kitchen rag. They would tear it into these strips and they would make it into the doll. Same thing for little boys. They would use their shirts. Dolls weren't a gendered toy back then. They were something that everyone could play with. It was just a little representation of a person. We have so much of this scrap fabric that we have left over that we are encouraging people to take their dolls with them after they make them. So they do get to take their little doll home at the end of the day. So the kid gets to make the doll and then have their little doll home with them. So you take 3 strands of cloth, 3 of the strips. They're gonna be narrower strips. You braid those together and then they're actually twisted into the middle of the chest, and it just kind of sits in there and you can actually move it back and forth. Or they're all overlapped in the middle. You put a cotton ball in the middle, pull that up, and that makes the head of your doll. Then you tie another string around that, and that's how you get your little head here. Put 2 more cotton balls here, and that's how you get the chest. You braid some pieces to make the arms, and you pass that through those connectors. And then for the legs, you just take the pieces of the strips that are hanging down and you tie those off together so you've got 2 little pieces of the legs. So this program has been really successful this summer. We've had lots of people come out. We've had tons of daycares come through and do the hands-on history projects. We've had people who've bought memberships specifically to come back and do the hands-on history projects. My teen volunteers that run these programs have actually done really well engaging with the public and keeping these going. Maybe next summer we'll do extra things with this program. We probably don't want it to get too much bigger because I do have my teenagers running it and I only have so many of those volunteers, but it probably will be bigger and better and different next summer. September is mostly school groups for us, but once we get into October is when we start getting our big things happening. So our big event is in October. It's our George Ranch Frontier Days, and that is October 21st for the public. That is our huge reenactment. We have people from all over come to all the different sites. We have reenactors at the 1830s, 1860s, 1890s, and 1930s sites. So everything that you need to find about any events we have coming up are going to be on our website in our event calendar. It's super easy to find. You go to the About the Park, click on event calendar. It's got everything coming up on there, and it'll tell you where everything is on the website. I'm just really glad that we've had such a good turnout of people coming to the park this summer. It's been kind of refreshing to see people coming back and coming to do these specific activities. I know we've had people come to the visitor center and ask which house the Hands-on History Project is at, and that's been awesome for me because I'm the one who organizes this through my teen volunteer program. So it's just been really great to have that happen this summer.